We're already 6 months into this crypto bull run, and 92% of you are about to make the same exact mistake that destroyed your portfolio in 2021. You're going to round trip this entire bull run. You're going to watch your portfolio go from $50,000 to $250,000 and then back down to $50,000. And look, this isn't your fault. The system is literally designed to make you fail. But here's the thing. It is your problem, and only you can fix it. I'm about to show you exactly how the game is rigged against you, why you keep falling for it, and most importantly, how to break free from this cycle before you become another casualty of the round trip massacre that is about to come. Now first, let me be clear. You're not stupid. You're not a bad investor. You've just been programmed to fail by a system that profits from your losses. Round tripping is when you ride the entire cycle up and right back down, ending up with less than what you started or the same amount as what you started. And it's happening to you in two separate ways right now. The first is emotional round tripping, which is buying Bitcoin at $100,000 because CNBC told you to, then panic selling at $70,000 when they spread fear. The media literally programs you to buy high and sell low because it benefits their entry prices. Second is fee round tripping. Coinbase, among other exchanges, are systematically extracting 8 to 12% of your money through hidden fees, spreads, and markups. That's $12,000 stolen from every $100,000 that you invest. You're not failing at crypto, you're succeeding at a game that's designed for you to lose. Let me show you how they rigged this game against you. Let's take a look at the previous bull market, all the way back in 2020. You can see right before we saw something called the Bitcoin halving, which is where the amount of Bitcoin that are being put in circulation gets cut in half. We saw a bottom of roughly $5,000 per Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin ran all the way up to a price point of $63,000 before dipping, and then all the way back up to a price point of $68,000 before bottoming out later on and starting the next cycle. Now here's the thing. During this time period where Bitcoin was hitting $63,000, guess what was happening? Media headlines were telling you buy, right? You're purchasing at $63,000. And then guess what happens? They sell their positions. And then they say crypto winter is coming. And then ultimately, the market dips all the way back down to $30,000. And what are they doing here? They are buying. Wallace saying that crypto is dead, that nobody is investing into crypto anymore, and bashing the entire industry. They are purchasing. And then the market runs right back up all the way over here to $68,000. And guess what they do? They sell and they say buy. Crypto is the future. Right back down, and they repeat the process. Now let's take a look at what Coinbase was doing during this time. If we were to go purchase $25,000 of Bitcoin right now in Coinbase, we're getting out roughly 0.212 Bitcoin. Now we're paying a price of $115,722, and we're also paying a $460 fee. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to is the price of Bitcoin on Coinbase is trading at $114,532. So why the $1,200 difference right here? If you click on this tiny little icon that is hidden on purpose, it says the price quoted includes a 1% spread. So not only are you paying 2% fees, you're also paying a 1% spread, bringing your total fees to 3%. And that's just when you buy. Now, when you go and you sell your Bitcoin, they do the exact same thing. So guess what? If you go ahead and purchase Bitcoin, you pay 3%. If you go ahead and sell Bitcoin, you pay another 3%, which means if you buy 25 grand, then sell the 25 grand, then buy the 25 grand, then sell the 25 grand, because you're going back and forth because the media is quite literally manipulating you, then you just paid $3,000 in fees right there, which in proportion to $25,000 is 12%. So let's face it, you're programmed to buy the top and forced to sell the bottom. This wasn't your fault, but the thousands of dollars that you could have lost right then and there, that became your problem. And here's the kicker. While you were losing money, institutions using DeFi and primary markets, which is a multi-$100 billion industry, were making 60% annual yields with the same asset, the same time period, just playing a completely different game. Now look, knowing the game is rigged is step one, but step two is learning how to play a different game entirely. In a few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to break free from this system. But if you want the complete playbook for generating consistent income during this bull run, instead of gambling on price movements, I posted a YouTube video a couple weeks ago. It's called the Hidden 60% APR Crypto Income System. The link is going to be at the top of the description. So after you watch this video, go take a look at that one because it reveals everything. It shows you how to make money whether crypto goes up, down, or sideways, completely outside the rigged exchange system. But first, let me show you something that's going to piss you off even more. Bitcoin is currently sitting at $114,000 after peaking at $125,000 roughly per Bitcoin. We're literally in the bull run. But here's what the media is telling you. They're telling you, wait for the pullback, take profits at this price, be cautious, right? They're going back and forth on whether they're bullish or bearish. Just simply look up the news between Bitcoin bullish and bearish. They're integrating hopium into your mindset when it comes to investing. For example, Cathie Wood saying that Bitcoin could soar by 2,100% to make you think that you should take profits at well above $1 million, when in reality, that is not going to happen this market cycle. Or they're telling you that Bitcoin's entering its bearish cycle and going to $103,000. The point is they're manipulating you, and you need to learn how to read these markets yourself. So despite all of this conflicting information on Google and other news outlets, you know what institutions are doing? They're accumulating aggressively right now. How do I know? Because BlackRock just bought another $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. This is all public information. It's not in the headlines. They're literally giving you the opposite advice that they give to wealthy investors. Again, it's not your fault, but you're being fed different information. But here's where it becomes your problem. If you keep listening to them, you will round trip this bull run. You will watch your account hit life-changing money, and you'll ride it all the way back down while still hoping that it's going to go back up. Why? Because they'll tell you to hodl for the long term at the top, and then they'll spread fear to make you sell at the bottom. The system isn't broken. It's working perfectly, just not for you. So here's the truth. You cannot win their game, but the thing is you don't have to play it. There's an entirely different system that the wealthy use, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. The rigged game looks like this. Buy on Coinbase, they take 3%. Hold and pray, you earn nothing. Sell on Coinbase, they take another 3%. The result, you need 6% gains just to break even. The real game looks like this. You buy on the primary markets and you pay roughly 0.3% in fees. That's 30 basis points. You earn yield while holding, earning 40 to 60% in annual dividends, paid out daily though. You never need to sell because income covers all expenses associated with the portfolio. The result is you make money regardless of the price. It's not that you've been investing wrong, you've been investing in the wrong system entirely. So look, while you're holding Bitcoin earning nothing, waiting for it to double, smart money is earning this. Here's an Ethereum to USDT pool doing 78% per year. Wrap Bitcoin to USDC doing 67% per year. Bitcoin paired with another derivative of Bitcoin doing 30% per year. ETH paired with Unitoken doing 60% per year. ETH paired with Aave doing an 81% return per year. ETH paired with Fluid doing 122% per year. And I could keep going on and on down this list. Same thing with Solana and other versions of cryptocurrencies. They're not smarter than you. They're just playing a different game. So let me break this down so simply that it hurts. Imagine there are two restaurants in town. Restaurant A charges you $100 for a meal, makes you wait 3 hours, and the food is cold. Restaurant B charges $30, serves immediately, and the food is amazing. But here's the catch. Restaurant A spends millions on advertising. They're on every corner. Everyone knows to go there. Restaurant B, it's hidden. No signs. You have to know it exists. Coinbase is Restaurant A. DeFi is Restaurant B. It's not your fault that you've been going to Restaurant A. It's the only one you knew about. But now that you know that Restaurant B exists, continuing to overpay for cold food, that's on you. Let me show you what staying in the Coinbase system actually cost you. Let's take a look at a $100,000 investment over the course of 12 months, which is the typical bull run. The Coinbase path, you pay $6,000 in fees, you earn $0 in yield, meaning that you miss out on $60,000, and you pray for price appreciation. If you don't count the yield, you paid $6,000. If you count the fact that you missed out on $60,000 worth of yield, you are down $66,000. Whereas with DeFi, you pay $300 in fees, and then you earn $60,000 in yield, and you benefit from the same exact price appreciation. That right there, my friends, is a $65,700 difference on the same investment in the same time frame. Now you're probably thinking right now, Jake, if DeFi is so much better, why doesn't everyone use it? And it's simple. The system doesn't want you to know that it exists. Coinbase makes $8 billion a year from people like you round tripping. Do you think that they're going to advertise that you can avoid them entirely? The media is sponsored by exchanges. The influencers are paid by exchanges. Your favorite YouTube crypto guy probably has an affiliate link paying him $100 for every person that he sends there. You want to know why I know that? Because I've been offered those same exact links. Again, you haven't been stupid, you have been surrounded and manipulated. I mean, isn't it odd that in 2023, Coinbase generated $2.68 billion in gross profit, which was a 4.8% increase from the previous year, right? Despite 2023 being a completely dead year for cryptocurrency. And the data is publicly available because Coinbase is a public company. I mean, take a look at this. In 2023, despite the crypto market being pretty dead, as you can see, Coinbase still generated $2.68 billion, which was an increase from the previous year in 2022. Their business model literally depends on you losing money. But here's what should make you really angry. While your Bitcoin sits on Coinbase, earning you nothing, they're lending it out to hedge funds at 5 to 8% interest. They're making $8,000 per year on your 100 grand and giving you zero, while charging you $6 grand to purchase that 100 grand. Meaning they're profiting over $14,000 from your $100,000 position. It's not illegal. It's not even hidden. It's in their terms of service that you probably didn't read. Not your fault, but definitely your problem. So let's talk about problem solving. There's two different futures, right? Both start with $100,000 today. Path A is the program path. You follow the media's advice, you buy more at the peaks, you FOMO in, you hodl through all the all-time highs, and then you end up panic selling at the lows. After fees on 100 grand, again, you're gonna pay $6 grand in fees or so, right? You're also missing out on $60,000 worth of yield. You followed the rules and you lost well over 50 grand, or at least missed out on it. Path B is the awaken path. You exit the rig system, you deploy 100 grand into yield strategies that earn you dividends, and you also get price appreciation. Don't forget, you earn 60 grand over the course of 12 months. You don't necessarily have to sell, but you could, right? And ultimately, you generate income from your portfolio. You broke the rules, but you made money. The difference is not intelligence, it's information. And now you have the information. But information without action is worthless, right? Knowing the restaurant is bad doesn't feed you. You actually have to go to the better restaurant to make a change. So look, I've just exposed the entire rig game. You can't claim ignorance anymore. If you round trip this bull run, it's no longer because you didn't know better, it's because you chose the comfortable lie over the uncomfortable truth. I've created a complete training that shows you exactly how to exit their system and build real wealth. It's called the Hidden 60% APR Crypto Income System. And in it, I show you how to completely bypass exchanges altogether, how to earn 40 to 60% on crypto you're already holding every single year, the exact positions generating income right now, and how to protect yourself when everyone else is getting wrecked. The link is going to be at the top of the description. It's also somewhere on the screen right now. You have no excuse. It's free to watch. And in 2021, millions of people round trip life-changing wealth. They had the opportunity to be free, and they gave it all back to the system that enslaved them. Don't be one of them. Yes, the game is rigged. No, it's not your fault. But what you do next, it's 100% your responsibility. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, notifications turned on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.